Hello everyone, my name is Rich Keener. I'm the Village Manager for the Village of Villa Park. It's my honor. And today's another one of our segments where I'll be discussing the upcoming board meeting agenda. So today's segment, I'll be discussing Monday, January 8th board meeting. And so let's start. And of course, this is the first one for the calendar year 2018. So number one is a call to order, the roll call. Number two will be the Pledge of Allegiance. Number three will be public comments on agenda items. And that's the appropriate time for anyone in the audience to approach the podium, be recognized by the president, and comment on items on the agenda. Number four is amendments to the agenda. And that's the appropriate time for the board to modify the formal board agenda. It could be tabling something, taking something off, asking questions, etc. Moving on to number five is the dedication of the Great Western Trailhead Arch. And so folks, if you haven't been near South Villa recently, near Pioneer and Moore Brewing, that is in between those two buildings is the start of the Great Western Trail moving towards the west. And so what we've done as a village is we've constructed an arch and other amenities, trees, benches. And so if you have some time, please visit that area and take a look at it. But Monday night will be the dedication of the Great Western Trail Arch, and it's exciting. So moving on to number six will be DuPage Convention and Visitors Bureau presentation. That should be just a quick few minutes from their Chief Executive Officer, Beth Marchetti, is kind of giving us an update on what's happening at the Convention and Business Bureau. Number seven is the consent agenda with two items. It's A, minutes from the board meeting on December 11th, 2017, and B, bill listing for the weeks of December 11th, December 18th, and December 26th, 2017 for a total amount of $2,014,709.80. Number 8 for Monday night is a discussion only. There's not going to be a vote. So it's a first reading of an ordinance of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, clarifying and amending the number of liquor licenses. So in 2017, a Scrivener's error was discovered. For the 2018 renewals, 2 liquor license holders did not renew their licenses. In order to correct the Scrivener's error and to remove the now unused liquor licenses, this ordinance will clarify and correct the quantities of all 2018 liquor license classes and issue 1 new liquor license. The changes include the removal of 2 liquor license holders did not renew, which is Picante Wings and Victoria's Mexican Restaurant, and a new Class I license for Monte Casino. So folks, that's kind of very straightforward. We're going to amend and clarify all the number and classes of liquor licenses. And you're probably wondering, what is a Scrivener's error? Well, that's a typographical error that we found in an ordinance, and then we had that ordinance put into the municipal code, and it was wrong. And then when it was put into the municipal code by the company, and they tried to correct it, it got even worse. So now we're just taking advantage of 2018, and in January, every year, January 1st, the new liquor licenses take effect. So we took advantage of this particular time to correct them all, and then now we're going to add a new one with the approval of the board for Monte Casino. And I hope you know the Monte Casino is a local restaurant and fine food, and it's relocating from Ardmore to St. Charles at the former Ticket Clinic building next to the VFW. So shortly that should be open, and it's be a larger site than its previous location. So great food. Hope you can stop in and take advantage of that. So moving on, number 9 for Monday night, January 8th, is the second and final reading of an ordinance of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, amending the Villa Park Municipal Code relating to sexual harassment policy. Public Act 100-0554 which was signed into law by Governor Rauner in November 2017, requires local governments to take formal action to adopt sexual harassment policies. The village has policy written on the subject in its employee handbook. However, PA 100-0554 also requires updates to the village municipal code, which are included in the ordinance. So folks, this ordinance, which is basically mandated by state statute now, deals with not only the employees but also the public officials. And so as we had subject matter for harassment in our employee handbook, now it's going to be in the municipal code as well. So moving on to number 10 is an ordinance authorizing the issuance of general obligation bonds, sales tax alternate revenue source, Series 2018A of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, in the aggregate principal amount of not to exceed $6,250,000 for certain village-wide public infrastructure projects, including, but not limited to, stormwater drainage improvements in connection with the Jackson Pond Improvement Project, the Astor Court Myrtle Avenue Improvement Project, and a portion of the Michigan Avenue Improvement Project. And this piece of Michigan Avenue is Madison Street to Jackson Street, all within the village, obviously. With the passage of the library bond and the village's 0.5% non-home rule sales tax referenda in April 2017, it is now time to begin issuing the second series of stormwater and library bonds. This authorizing ordinance, will start the process for issuing alternate revenue bonds for stormwater improvements. We are planning to have the Bond Issue Notification Act hearing on January 22nd, 2018, and then we'll consider adoption of the final bond ordinances on February 12th, closing on February 27th. We have engaged the entire bond team. Spear Financial is the village's financial advisors. Miller Canfield is bond counsel, and George K. Baum is underwriters. The bond team has been working with village and library staff to plan a successful bond sale. So folks, briefly, we're moving forward and issuing another set of bonds for stormwater improvements for the projects I mentioned, Jackson Pond, Astor Myrtle Court improvements, and part of the Michigan Avenue improvement, Madison Street, to Jackson. So very exciting. Sounds like it's going to be a busy summer for these projects, and looking forward to that. So moving on to number 11 for Monday night, January 8th, resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, authorizing final change order number 1 to the contract between the village and A-Lamp Concrete Contractors, Inc. for the 2017 Bierman Avenue Combined Sewer Separation Project for a deduction in the amount of $95,569.83. So the background is the village has a contract with A-Lamp Concrete Contractors, Inc. of Schaumburg, Illinois for the 2017 Bierman Avenue Combined Sewer Separation Project. Proposed final change order number 1 consists of the final balancing of contract quantities as measured in the field. The net amount of proposed final change order number 1 is a deduction of $95,569.83 for an adjusted final contract amount of $333,866.42. So folks, that's great. We're closing out the 2017 Bierman Avenue Combined Sewer Separation Project, and the final closeout is a deduction of over $95,000. So that's great. So we'll put that $95,000 back in the budget, and we'll use that in 2018 for another project. Moving on to number 12 for Monday night is a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, authorizing an engineering services agreement between the Village of Villa Park and Christopher B. Burke Engineering, Ltd. for the 2018 Street Improvement Project in an amount not to exceed $81,680. So the background, is the village proposes the 4th year of road and parking lot improvements. This is going to be referendum and non-referendum funding. Christopher B. Burke Engineering has submitted a proposal for Phase 2 design engineering services in an amount not to exceed $81,680. The proposed list of improvements includes Bierman Avenue from St. Charles Road to Division Street, Euclid Avenue from St. Charles Road to Division Street, Holly Court from Westmore Avenue to Addison Road, 2nd Avenue from St. Charles Road to Division Street, the parking lot adjacent to Public Works Department, the remaining west portion of the Sugar Creek Golf Course parking lot, and the north parking lot and entrance for Fire Station 81. Funds will be taken from the Street Improvement Fund, bond, and non-bond water and wastewater funds. So folks, this will be the 2018 street improvement project. So these streets will be designed and then bid, and then the bids will come back to the village board probably early spring and then be approved, and then this will be spring and summer and fall projects. And if this is approved Monday night, we also have a map with all the attachments with the agenda. So we'll put that map on the Public Works website, and you can see on the map what streets we're talking about. They'll be highlighted in red, and of course so will the parking lots. And if you remember, folks, last year we did the south parking lot of Fire Station 81, and then this year we're proposing to do the north parking lot of Fire Station 1, which is next to the ball fields at Willowbrook. And then last year we did part of the Sugar Creek parking lot, and then this year we want to do the other part. So we kind of divide up in fiscal years these two parking lots, and then the parking lot at Public Works will just do the entire parking lot, which isn't that large also. So very nice set of projects, and of course we've already talked about the sewer separation projects, including South Michigan, so that's some more projects we'll be working on. So we're going to be very busy in the spring and summer and fall of 2018. So number 13 for Monday night, January 8th, is appointments to boards and commissions, and we just have one. So we have an appointment to the Cable TV Commission, which is Matt Kissane, and that'll be, his appointment will run through 4/30/2021. So we're very excited about that. Always excited to have another volunteer for one of our great boards or commissions. And folks, if you're interested in being a volunteer for a board or commission, please go to our website and look at our toolbar, and it'll drop down, and you'll see the application, if you will, to apply for being a volunteer to be on a board or commission. And then you send that to the village, to the attention of Village President Boathice, and we'll go from there. And hopefully you're watching this today and can do that. We do have a number of commissions that need some volunteers. So moving on, number 14 is public comments on non-agenda items. So folks, that's the appropriate time for anyone in the audience to approach the podium, be recognized by the village president, and have comments to the board and staff on items that are not on the agenda. Number 15 is the village clerk's report. Number 16 is the village trustees report. 17 is the village president's report. 18 is my report, the village manager's report. Number 19 is executive closed session, and we will need to enter into executive closed session. When we come out, we will not have any items which will need to be addressed. So for executive closed session, we have A, which is 5 ILCS 120-2C1 personnel matters. And we have 120-2C2 collective bargaining matters. We have 120-2C5 purchase or lease of property. We have 120-2C6 sale or lease of property. We have 120-2C11 pending litigation. We had 120-2C21 discussion of closed session minutes. So then when we come out, folks, we'll look for a motion and a second to adjourn. So we've got a nice agenda for Monday night, January 8th, some nice construction projects and balancing liquor licenses and even a deduction on a 2017 project. So that's great. So I hope you're staying warm throughout these last few chilly weeks. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season and you're staying healthy, and look forward to seeing you Monday night, or maybe a future board meeting, or maybe running or walking on one of our prairie paths. So again, my name is Rich Keener. It's my honor to be your village manager, and we'll see you soon. Take care.